Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Over the last 2 weeks, there's been a lot of speculation, accusation, allegations around the death of a young Nigerian rapper, Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba. His death has captivated the world. His face has been splashed on the mega screen at New York's Times Square, and virtually every major international media, CNN, BBC, the New York Times, Washington Post, NME has written about him. And the world has been captivated. What happened to this young man? How did he die? What were the circumstances leading to his death? Now, there's been a lot of speculations, accusations about his death, and they all seem to center around a young man by the name of Aziz Adesina Fashola. And facts seem to have just mixed in with conjecture. And today, I want Nigerians and the whole world to know the truth. And that's why we're interviewing the man known as Naira Marley, Aziz Adesina Fashola. Welcome, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, without further ado, because I'm not going to beat around the bush, Nigerians want to know the truth. And so we're going to go straight and directly to the point. With all the speculations, accusations, and allegations surrounding the death of Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, people have said, and it's been reported, that you had a hand in his death. Now, I'm asking you directly, whether indirectly or directly, did you have any hand in the circumstances that led to the death of the young man known as Mohbad?
No, definitely no.
Do you want to elaborate?
You don't want to elaborate?
Yeah.
I've been out of Nigeria from the 31st of August. I've been with my family up to date. I haven't been to Nigeria. That's one. Two, he's left Malian music since, I don't know the particular day, but since 2022. He's left Malian music since. We have not stopped him from dropping music or anything. He's been working with one PR or something like that ever since. So when I heard about his death, it was shocking to me. I was out of the country as well. So I have to find out what's wrong with him just as much as everybody's trying to find out. So I'm just finding out what's wrong with him online. I'm seeing all the lies too, but we have to kind of focus on the facts, like who was it with, how did he die? If you say, if you're blaming me, how did I kill him? I have nothing to do with his death whatsoever. I was so hurt when I heard myself. Nothing whatsoever to do with his death.
I mean, if you look at the laws of physics, if you are away, you're currently in Europe. I mean, if you are some 5,000 miles away from Nigeria, it's hard to see how you could be directly responsible for his death. That's why I said directly or indirectly. Now, he recorded a video, and in that video, he made some startling allegations. He said that, I mean, it was almost prophetic. He said, if anything should happen to him, that the world should hold you responsible. Now, why would he say that?
Till today, I don't understand. I don't know why. I tried to get him help when he freaked out like that. I wasn't even in the country when he made that video. I was out of the country again.
When did he make the video? Do you know when he made the video?
I'm sure he was doing the NDLA. I'm not really good at time. He was doing the NDLA time when they came.
Okay, but the NDLEA, they've since released a statement saying that they arrested 5 people and that Ilerioluwa was not among those arrested.
Looking at the video again, I was getting information. Like I said, I was out of the country. So I was getting information from everybody that was there doing the incident, like trying to send someone to NDLA before I got back. I got back the next day. When I got back, they said Mohbad was not there. Mohbad was not among the people. Mohbad, I didn't have to bail Mohbad out anyway when I got back. So I had to, it was only Zeno and the rest. I had to bail out. Mohbad was already out. So it was that paranoia. It was when it was out. Zeno was still in with NDLA at this time when he made that video. I wasn't around. I was outside Nigeria. When he made that video saying, if you die, they should hold Naira Marley and the Malians. So when I got back, I did ask him and speak to him to find out
you actually you met him physically when you got back?
Yeah, when I got back, oh sorry, my phone. When I got back, I met him and I spoke to him to try to find out what was wrong. But he said he doesn't understand. He apologized.
He
He said
apologized to you?
yes, he
Do you have
apologized.
proof of that? Do you have proof, like maybe a recording or a witness or anything?
Yeah, the second like there's I have videos of that. I have videos of that, me speaking to him. Like the only reason I had the video again is because there's another time when I was in America and his girl called me to say he locked himself in the toilet and he wanted to kill himself or something like that. So I called him from there and I kind of recorded the conversation. I'm like, why do you want to kill yourself? You're a king. If your family is stressing you out, because this time he was with his family. Well, all his families are around him. So I tell him, if family is stressing you out, just tell them to go chill. You're a king. Do what you want to do. Don't kill yourself. If you kill yourself now, what do you want people to say? You just made video not long ago saying if you die, they should hold Naira Marley. What do you want people to say? He said
Okay,
it.
so his wife,
Yeah.
because I don't know if they are legally married, so I'll just say his partner, his civil partner, called you and told you he was acting funny, was a bit suicidal. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yes. Like he locked himself in the room. This was after he made the video that I wanted to kill him. So and I was so concerned for him. So I called him to just try give him rest of mind. Like, what's the stress if your family is stressing you out, leave. I recorded that down. I don't know why. I just found it the other day. Then again, when I came back to Nigeria, I has to see him because I know he's been bugging out. I has to see him. He came. Luckily, I was recording that conversation too. I was just trying to see what's wrong with him. Because by this time, I didn't know what was wrong with him. I was trying to get help for him.
Okay, well, you were recording the conversations because he had made that video, alleging that you were after his life.
Yes, and then again, he wanted to commit suicide again. So he
Okay.
said, you understand? He said, B, I have to look after him. So in the video, I was just trying to find out what is wrong with him so I can be able to help. But he said it's only his mom and dad that understands what's wrong with him or something along the line of the video. So I said, okay, I'm going to let me speak to your mom and dad if they don't mind. He said, okay. That's when I went to his room. His mom and dad was in his room. I went to his room, which that's video that's going around, which they caught the part they want to. I went to his room to speak to him, to speak to his parents to find out what's wrong. They said, yeah, the notice is not okay as well about something, but they need to take him to treat him or whatever. I said, no problem. I don't have an issue, but just make sure you protect him. Don't let him run out and start making noise in the middle of the night. Don't stress him out and let him go with them.
Okay, so you said you have a recording of that incident.
Yes.
Are you willing to play that recording live now? Are you willing to play it for now, the whole world to hear?
I can play the one that's on my brother's phone. I can find one to play. I can play
Okay.
one of the
Yeah,
one.
go ahead and play because you see, like this incident is not giving Nigeria a very good name, and the whole world is fixated on it. So the more clarity we have, the better for Nigeria, better for our music scene, our entertainment industry. So go ahead, play it.
I can play the one when I was in America and this girl called me to say
Okay,
he wants to kill himself.
okay, play it.
Mm. Ó sọ pé ó fífẹ́ yẹn mọ́ but 1 hour ago lòún fífẹ́ ní pé 1 hour ago lòún fífẹ́ ní pé ó fẹ́ para ẹ̀ and ó lè ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ àǹdà rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú sẹ́yìn tó ń stress ẹ̀ Mo dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé fún ọmọ pé last time ó ṣe fídíò sí pé if anything happen to you, Naira Marley àti Marley ń pè mí. Nísìnyí ọ̀fẹ́ kò tẹ̀ láti wọn náà wò.
Can we hear her voice? Did she speak?
That's like one time ó ṣe fídíò sí pé if anything happen to you, Naira Marley àti Marley ń pè mí. Nísìnyí ọ̀fẹ́ kò tẹ̀ láti wọn náà wò.
Can we hear her voice? Did she speak?
That's like one hour ago. Still be there. To ẹ mọ nìyà tó bá parẹ́ ń bẹ́ẹ̀ sí kí ló bọ́ máa sọ ọgbà tó ti ṣe fídíò rẹ̀ dípẹ́ náà má lè fẹ́ pa ẹnu bẹ́ẹ̀. Nínú ọba ṣe tó bá parẹ́ ẹnu tó bá parẹ́ níbẹ̀ yẹn sí tó ti ẹ mọ kí ló bọ́ wọn yẹn máa sọ. I'm just looking after you. I need to look after you. I told you already. You shouldn't be stressed. Be free. Do what you want to do and say what you want to say. Say it. If you say, yeah, my Lord, that might be why job. Any company can say it, be free. You wouldn't feel like, I know you said you feel like nobody likes you, Abby. But if you don't feel like, if you feel like nobody likes you, it's not always for you to kill yourself. Do you get? Because they're not showing it that they don't like you. Because they don't who are there, they don't like is here. You walk off people, you know, trust it. It's something in the back of your mind, that's you raise.
Is that the end?
That's just one on the video. I knew something was probably wrong with him. I was just trying to get help him see what was wrong with him at the same time. That's one on the video. I have another video in my house for like 17 minutes.
Okay.
And I was actually trying to see what was wrong. You understand?
Okay.
Even after he did that video about Naira Marley want to kill him and everything, like it won't be right for me to make him make a video again to say, oh, something's wrong with him. So I forgave him, like I didn't have no issue with him.
Okay, so we've been able to establish that by the laws of physics, you couldn't have been directly responsible for his death because you are in Europe and you've been in Europe, you know, since September. Throughout September, you've been in Europe, and he died on September 12, 2023. Now, the other question that I want to ask is that we've seen videos where this young man was attacked, and we've seen other videos where he had injuries, you know, on his body. And some people are alleging, and we know, like, you know, they're not alleging with facts, so we have to bring out the facts. Some people are alleging that, you know, you had a hand in sending people to attack him. Now, is there any truth to those stories?
There's no truth whatsoever. Even if you do look at his police statement, it never mentioned like Naira Marley involved or anything. I don't have no issue with him whatsoever. Like, I don't have no issue. I don't want no one to beat him. I've never instructed anybody to touch him. I've never touched him. You'll never see a video of me touching him. I've never sent anybody to touch him. That's just lies.
Okay, because I actually investigated that police statement, and then you are right. But then what about the other man in question? You know, the man who the Elegushi family have now come out to disassociate themselves with, and then the governor of Lagos has also come out to disassociate himself with. Are you connected to him in any way?
We are friends. Like I have a lot of friends, you know. We are friends.
Okay. Now, in your friendship with him, have both of you had encounters together with Mohbad while he was alive? Did you have encounters, both of you, with him?
Never, ever. Okay. Never, ever. Like I said, you see, not even just me and the person you're talking about is friends. He is friends with so many people also. Like, we are all friends. Everybody know each other.
Okay, that's understandable. You know, I saw that video that you're talking about, and you did say in the video that Ilerioluwa, otherwise known as Mohbad, he forgot his lyrics while he was singing. He often forgot his account number, and he also forgot his telephone number. Can you throw more light into that?
This is what I've been told by 'cause remember I came back. I was out of the country, I came back, and his people were telling me, the people he's surrounding himself with, they're telling me all these things. He forgot his password, and I asked him too. He said he's forgetting things quick, he doesn't know why. So I was just trying to get help for him. That's why I was with his family, his dad and mom. If you can get the full video, I will try to get the full video to you. When his dad and mom's there, you can see them complaining, telling me about the way he's moving, and I'm telling them too, I heard he forgot lyrics and everything. I don't know why that is. This is still the stage when I'm trying to find help or see what was wrong with him. I was so concerned. I was trying to see what was wrong with him.
Well, to his father's credit, because I listened to his father's interview, and I heard the father, he spoke in English, he spoke in Yoruba. I also read his statements. He actually said that he never mentioned you at all. The father never mentioned you. The father said, I mean, yes, other people have been saying that, you know, you had a hand in it, but that he basically, he said that he doesn't believe that you had a hand in it. But my question is this. What help did you, as his friend and then former label boss, because you keep saying that, you know, you try to help him, what professional help did you get for him? Because obviously he's suicidal based on what you're saying and based on some of the things that we've seen. You know, and then in that situation, like if it was me, I would try my best, like maybe to get him to see a shrink or to get him to see a professional. You know, what help did you render?
Like I did pay for a lot of scans, like for him to get a scan done. He said that's what he wants to do, get scanned done. I paid for a lot of time, and like I said, he's a little bit paranoid. So I'm trying to take it easy by finding what's wrong. Because remember, he's already made a video to say if anything happened to him, it's not a matter. So I'm just trying to find the best help for him. He did scan. I've also spoke about maybe if he goes to if he can travel out to check properly. But then I'm thinking, okay, I don't want him to start running up and down. He needs someone to travel with that he trusts, you know. So and then him himself, he said it's his mom and dad that will understand what's wrong with him. And then his mom and dad said they want to take him for treatment. They want to take him to go look after him. So
So you paid for brain scans for him, right? You paid for brain scans for him.
yes.
Okay, okay. And the brain scans they were giving to his mom and dad because he said he wanted his mom and dad to care for him, correct?
No, he after he didn't want to go along with the treatment. Like his mom and dad is the only person that knows what's wrong with him.
Okay, okay.
And he said they will be able to help.
Okay. And another thing I want to bring up is I saw a video of a young man. His stage name is DJ Splash. DJ Splash. Now he did a video with a woman called Iyabo Ojo, and in that video he said that he used to live with you, and that you know he sounded like a bit paranoid. He said that he had overheard you and that you had malevolent intentions towards him and towards Mobad. Now, do you want to respond to that?
DJ Splash, number one, he was never signed to Malian Music. Like he's a DJ. I know him like a DJ. He's never like DJ with me at a show or anything. It's not like he's my DJ. They just gave him the title because I have a picture with him. Like as nice I am to everybody, you know, there's a lot of people around that can come and go. When whatever happened to him, it was not at my house. He was far gone from, I don't know where he went, and I don't understand where all this is coming from. Like DJ Splash, DJ whatever. I don't understand where it's coming from. That's all lies. They're just bringing out people from nowhere to tell lies. Lies.
So basically, he was a groupie. He wasn't signed to you. He was just a groupie, a hanger-on.
He was never like he was never my DJ.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
never signed to Marley Music. He's never worked for Marley Music.
Okay. Okay. Now, a lot has been said. Some people have said that this is all about money. And, we have to address that because they've said it's all about money. So the way we can put those accusations and allegations and speculations to rest is to ask you, Mobad left your label
Yeah.
2022. When he
Yeah.
left your label, he's been making music since then. And the music that he's been making, the copyrights and all of that, they belong to him, not to you, correct?
Yep.
So the only times that you guys had together was between, he's been making music since then. And the music that he's been making, the copyrights and all of that, they belong to him, not to you, correct?
Yep.
So the only times that you guys had together was between the time you signed him, which was what year?
2019, my hottest year. I signed him my hottest year, 2019, December.
Okay, December. So 2019 to 2022, you signed him, you recorded him, and then after that, he left. So you are not making money from his new music. Those accusations are not true, correct?
That I'm not making money from his new music that is dropping outside Marley Music. No, we not stopping his growth. We're not stopping him from dropping music. When he left, it was gone from Marley Music.
Okay, you see, we live in, will I say, a time when a lot of our people especially in Nigeria, can be, will I say, they can easily believe stories because we've heard people who have said that our former president, immediate past president, General Muhammadu Buhari, he died and was replaced by a clone named Jibril from Sudan. And so, it's very easy for people to believe, all of these things. So now we've known by the laws of physics, you weren't even in Nigeria. And
everything is a lie. Everything. There's a reason why. There's a reason why a lot of people probably trying to blame me for their own reason. I don't know why, but everybody can see it's a lie. Like something happened to him on the day he was out. Why there people are trying to cover up some things? Like I
no,
said,
no. So, Aziz, you cannot say that everybody knows it's a lie. A lot of people are blaming you. In case you don't know, you've lost hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. So we need to clear the air. We need
yeah,
to clear the air with the truth.
that's true. That the losing followers is not like anything to me right now. Like mobile is late. It's not here anymore. That's a lot. That's more than I'd rather lose all my followers and have him here. You understand? My followers is not is that's very small thing in this situation. It's very, very small.
That's
But to
admirable.
clear the hair is really, really important. And I believe the Nigerian police are doing their job. I mean, the government agency, they're doing their job, and the truth is gonna come out.
One thing has already come out. When you say the truth is going to come out, we've already begun to see some
The whole
yeah.
truth is gonna come out.
Yeah, no, but we've already began to see some truth coming out. The hospital, or I don't know if you could call it a hospital, let's say the clinic or the medical facility that he was taken to, they said that he was brought in dead on arrival. But we do know that one of the young men around him, let's say essentially a groupie, had said that he spoke with him while he was at the clinic and that he talked with him and he took a photo with him. But then this actually contradicts the story from the medical facility that he was brought in dead. Another thing that we do know is that the auxiliary nurse who actually injected him has been repudiated by the Nursing Council of Nigeria, saying that she wasn't registered. Essentially, she was a quack. So we're beginning to see some of these things come to light. And I think in the coming days, the opinion of the public might change. My question to you, Aziz Additional Fashola, is this. Are you willing to go back to Nigeria if the Nigerian police wants to question you?
100% if they can guarantee my safety.
Okay.
Yes. There's a lot of hungry mom that don't really want to know the truth. They've been poisoned by the media, so if they can guarantee my safety, I'll be there.
That's a very reasonable request because I I had people in Nigeria, because of my political views, who were very, very morbidly against me. And I went to Nigeria. I went to Nigeria. I didn't have any security though, but I went to Nigeria, and I was able to, I stayed, I think, about 48 hours in Nigeria. And I left. But then after I left, I saw that a number of some of these people who had political differences with me were saying that if they had found me, like they would have snuffed life out of me. So it is very reasonable. So what we're going to say now, this is not a question to you. This is not a question to you, Aziz. You don't have to respond to this. Now, we call on the Nigerian police, and I'm going to reach them after this interview. Can you guarantee the safety of Aziz Adesina Fashola? Can you guarantee his safety? Publicly guarantee his safety so that he can return to Nigeria if needs be to answer questions and to clear his name further. That is to the police. Now, one final thing before we go. We started from the very end, but let's start from the beginning. How did you meet this young man, Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba? How did you meet him?
I met him online. I met him by seeing his videos online, his freestyles, his songs, or when he just used some of my words. Or when I've just been watching him online, and I sent him a message.
Wow. And who gave him the name Mohbad?
I don't know. That's the name I met him with.
Okay, now one last thing. I know I said the last question, but one last thing. I'm like Oliver Twist. One last thing. We saw a video by, would I say, a pastor. It's a 70-year-old pastor, whether he's 69, he's going to be 70, Pastor Tunde Bakare. And he said the reason why Mohbad died was because he was hanging around bad people. What do you say to that?
If I have to start, that's the problem. That's the conversation. I don't know if we want to go into that conversation now. But I personally believe that he was actually stressed as much. He needed help. I believe he's being bullied. I believe he's in whatever. There's people on his neck. There's people all over him that is in danger. But he's just not in danger from us. He's not in danger from me. If he's in danger from me, if anybody's scared of me, you will see nobody's gonna come out on videos doing all of this. I don't belong to any court whatsoever. I moved to Nigeria in 2019 from England. I don't know what court is. I've been getting away from the courts in Nigeria. I've been running away. There's so many times in this Lagos. I've been getting away from it. I'm actually anti-courts. I'm against it because of so many times they've tried to force me in it, but thank God they've never succeeded in doing it. So talking about that, I really think everybody that's acting like they're trying to help, they're not trying to help. I believe that they know a lot of things. People around them know a lot of things. I believe they know a lot of things because if they stop taking the conspiracy, if they stop directing the conspiracy my way, maybe people will see a lot of things. I do understand maybe you're surrounding yourself with a lot of bad people, like a lot of cultists. And I can see from the way people are trying to cover up and the people that are coming up and the people that are sending money from the beginning and with the experience of what has happened around them. And I just hope the police will find out a lot of things, man.
Well, we've been able to clear up a lot of issues, and I really thank you, Aziz Adesina Fashola, for talking to me. And I just want to say this, to the world listening, because we're going to have people from all over the world globally listening. We're going to have a global audience. The Nigerian police and the Nigerian law enforcement have actually been doing an excellent job in unraveling the circumstances that led to the death of Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba. They've had a postmortem. They've had An autopsy done in record time. His body was exhumed, and right now there's a coroner's inquest. And I urge the world, the global media, to be patient. The Nigerian police, they are going to unravel the circumstances that led to his death. Aziz, thank you for joining us, and God bless you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much. Nothing to wanna kill yourself, You said you're not okay, we're still checking doctor, waiting for doctor scan. If you're not better, we'll go back to doctor again. Do you get?
All right, sir.
But you are the king. You are the king. You are the king of your own word, not me. I don't control your word. You're no more. You're free. You're the king of your own word, which means I want you to be a king around yourself too. So on that day, I like that. Anybody don't stress there. The ones that come back for boy, tell them no. You are the king.
The last time I went to the church,
in the church on the survey.
No, but in the deep I mean,
phone hasn't cut off. Huh?
Different things, then different people like I'm appreciating it. Why you go see church in order to worship prayer because me I don't really like to hear and feel. If I go to anywhere now, they might feel like we're unique.
Yes.
So that's why everything has been happening like that. I just need somebody to trust my word.
Yeah, but who can trust your word though? You say you need somebody, pick somebody that you can speak to. Pick somebody. If you can't speak to your girl, you don't need them around. You can't speak to your dad. Oh, need the one. So my do one. Oh, give me one every day. Ni. You meet different girls. You the basso or bounce or mingle. You don't basso. You're gonna help it's gonna help your stress. So yes, if you don't have no one to talk to, sometimes it might be strangers you want to talk to. Sometimes it might be someone you know. So it's your godmother Jacob money, king in here. So yeah, oba dem wa so nkan to fe ni. Nkan to fe ló máa sọ. O ní make decision lórí ẹ̀. Èmi náà ti sọ fún last time I just saw